Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. If I didn't know better, I would think that this is a lie. But these two guys, I don't know what part of the world they're from, but they are currently, well, I don't know how current it is. That's Barbados. They are in Barbados, and they have decided, or they decided to make the sidewalk a place where they can, just embrace and, show love to each other. While they were doing that, rank Bajan, you see the shoes there? You see the shoes? The rank Bajan interrupted them, and the words you cannot play. It has volume, it has audio. Audio is the word, but I dare not play it because there's so many things wrong with what he said that, it's an instant strike. It'll be an instant strike on Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. But anyhow, he interrupted them, reminded them where they are, and that kind of behavior is not something that is tolerated. I think that's what he used. In Barbados, okay? He called them a few choice names, as you can imagine, and they actually said something, they muttered something, but it's like they were kind of sort of apologetic. You can see how young they are, but yeah, the Barbadian actually invited them. The Barbadian, they're in the red flip-flops, invited them to, act up, and you'll see, what is fafu, the fafu thing, F around and find out, like, don't heed my warning, and you'll see what happens to you. It was like a threat he made to them. So yeah, that happened in Barbados. You don't go around, and I don't think they could go to any of the where those places in Saudi Arabia and those places, the Middle East. I don't think they could go into the Middle East and go on a sidewalk in public and do something like that. So I don't know where the rules of Barbados are stuck up in the airport, like have an X, you put certain things, like their photo, you can have their photo and put an X, like, that is not something we do here. Yes, a vast majority of the population, are swayed in that kind of way, but it's not something you do on the sidewalk, it's not something you do in public, and it's not tolerated. So I guess tourism now, the tourism board will need to work on that, and the travel agencies will have to say something to people traveling to Barbados. But it needs to be out there that, some Barbadians have low tolerance for, guys on the sidewalk and behaving like that. It can be handled, it should be handled, not a big deal, but it was a big deal for the guy who was walking on his way to the store. It was a very, very big deal, okay? This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.